Hey guys, Adrian here. Today I'm bringing you all a Florentino guide. Florentino is a hero which is newly added under COT. This hero needs a lot of skills to be actually played in a real game. You really need to practice him out in the practice mode and all that. First of your few games are gonna be very bad, like you'll be 0-10 or something score. Don't feel bad about it cause that's the learning curve of this hero. This guide will contain of like a basic guide and then an advanced guide with all the combos and what all you can do in an actual game. Starting we'll have with the basic guide. I'll explain the abilities first. Florentino's passive is it will increase the range of your normal attack. It will also have an additional damage and you'll restore a certain percent of your max health back if you hit any enemy hero. For the demo, see here. This is the basic attack we're talking about. See, these are the basic attacks, the enhanced basic attacks. First, the first ability is you'll throw a dart which will like pop up into 3 flowers on the 3 sides like this. It will stun the first hero which it will connect and do a certain amount of damage. Second skill we have is pedal pick. What the skill does is it does certain amount of damage which is true damage and a little bit of physical damage as well. For example, this 185 physical damage, 420 true damage, 430 true damage. It has 3 phases, all of these 3 phases being different from each other. First and second phase slows the enemy and third one does double the damage. Basically all your damage from Florentino is coming from this move. Moving on to the ultimate, Gentleman's Invitation. This is a sort of dash which you do in a battle. If you hit any enemy hero, you'll enter the super armor mode in which you are like immune to all the CC for 3 seconds and it will increase by every flower you pick for 1 second. Also the enemy on whom you use your ultimate, like this Gentleman's Invitation, is gonna take 20% more damage from you. And the recovery rate from your passive is also gonna double out. That was all about the abilities. Now moving on to the basic combos. At level 1 you're about you should be leveling up your first skill, and the combo that will be is this. This is gonna be the very basic combo which we'll be doing at level 1. All these movements you need to practice like this. All these movements you have to practice in the practice mode first, otherwise you won't be able to collect the flowers quickly. These flowers expire from the battlefield within 3 seconds, so you need to be quick while picking them up. The second combo that is gonna be the main combo from your whole kit is gonna be this. Sorry, that wasn't smooth. This. You're getting an idea, right? You need to use your first and second skill both to actually do damage. And to remind you, this is gonna be a lot of damage because your normal attack also do a lot of damage because of your passive. And then again your second skill is true damage. So even the tanks won't be able to stand your damage. Florentino is a warrior assassin which is played in the DS lane, but you can also make him work out in the jungle. His jungling is also very good, like you'll be able to one shot all the creeps and all. That was all for the basic guide. Moving on to the advanced guide. The combo that you'll be using in the fights most of the times is this. Starting off with your first skill, doing your normal combo and then finishing it with your ultimate. And then again You can keep repeating it however many times you want. For this you'll need practice. I'm again saying you really need to practice the combo out. After that you'll be able to do this smoothly. Basically what the combo is, you start off with your first skill, do the combo. When all your 3 flowers are done, you again repeat the combo but with your ult. Ult gives like super armor and all that, so you won't be able to get CC'd. Plus you'll be half or something like that HP, so even the ultimate's second phase that like increases the heal you get from your passive, that is gonna come and work. Okay. Moving up the advanced guide, a lot of players usually play Florentino with the talent Sprint cause it is a little bit easy to kite Florentino, you know. If you have a little bit of mobility, you can kite the Florentino. So usually people play it with Sprint cause it gives you movement speed, right? I've also seen people like the beginner people playing it with Execute and Enfeeble. Enfeeble is the new talent that came a few months back. But usually I prefer playing Florentino with Flicker, since you're like, if the enemy is out of range, you can get in the range quickly, do all your fancy combos and shit like that. One thing to take in note is your ult and flicker does not work. Okay, don't like, if you're standing here, you see like, okay, I can flicker ult like Raz and something, that then that won't work. Okay, for some reason that doesn't work. See, even if you hit, it won't work. See, it actually hit there, but there's no flowers. See, it doesn't work. So don't try that. One thing is like, if you really want to waste your flicker to just look cool, as like this, you can do this. You land on your flower. That's the only good thing that happens with this flicker ult combo. You land on your flowers. See, as we all know, the Florentino we had before was a lot more stronger than the one we have now. Florentino has been continuously nerfed and nerfed and nerfed a lot of times. He's not as strong as he used to be, but he's still pretty good, if you ask me. So what you wanna do in team fights is like 1v1 lane he dominates. Okay, you can go all in level 2 and all that. Okay, you'll be easily able to kill your enemy laner in 1v1s at level 2 itself. He's that strong. What his hard part is like, you need to know how to play him in the team fights. His team fights are gonna be a little bit harder for the beginners. All those beginners out there, this guide is for you. Learn this champ, play this champ, he's a lot fun, and like, you'll be able to do some crazy outplays if you master this champ. What you wanna do is you wanna start off with your ult. You wanna ult the person whom you wanna kill the first, like an ADC or a mage. If you cannot ult the ADC or a mage, ult whoever is in front of you, like the Thane. Suppose ADC and mage are here. You wanna ult the Thane so that you get this super armor thing. Okay, collect this flower and then boom, do this combo and all on the mage and ADC, all that. This was one thing for team fights. Don't be reluctant to kill tanks, cause you have true damage, so you can kill tanks easily. See, if this full build Thane, I'm not in full build, look at the damage. Oh shit, I'm not able to do the combo. How many combos will it take? See, 3 to 4 combos and even the tanks get melted. For like these squishes, if you go AD build, Like the damage build, this is the tank build. More of like for sustain and all that. If you go damage build, you're gonna one shot these pushes, okay? Okay, stop. Nice. He's in a good position. All I want you guys is to like know what all Florentino does and practice the combo first. You really need to be smooth at the combo, and then you can start playing him in the actual matches. Try bot matches, try the training camp. All these are good for practicing the Florentino combo. Okay, so moving on to Florentino's builds. You want anti-heal for the DS lane build, then moving on with the spear for all that armor penetration. Hercules Madness is one item that I recommend in Florentino because when you go low in HP, it increases your lifesteal, which will directly synchronize with your passive. This is a great item, and then some magic defense, and lastly topping it off with the Blade of Eternity for all that resurrection and all. If you want to play Florentino in the jungle, this is the Florentino jungle build that I use. You can see whoever is dominating the game from the enemy team and build magic defense or armor accordingly. If you're really behind, you don't need Fenrir, just go for some armor and magic defense too. These are the builds that I use. A lot of items can be flexed on Florentino time to time. For example, you can use Spear, you can use Cliffs, you can also use Beast because it goes well with the passive and all. Fenrir, Soul Detainer, Uriel's Band if enemies mages are actually giving you a hard time. In the defense section, you can go Shield, you can go this, you can go this, and Rock Shield. All these items can be built on Florentino according to the situations. For Arcana, what I use is I use crit damage in lifesteal Arcana. I mean crit chance in lifesteal Arcana, 16% crit chance, 16% lifesteal, and 64 armor shred. Why critical chance if you ask? Cause his lunges can crit, which will do a lot of damage. Like it can even go for like 2k crit. That is actually very decent damage. Lifesteal again, direct synchronization with his passive lunge. You'll restore a lot of HP, like 500-600 ka heals. That was up for the builds and arcanas. For the talent, I mean for the runes, you can go the runes. This rune, Lokhaim Burning Grudge, which like gives you a certain heal bonus on like 10 stacks. That was all for the builds. Okay guys, so this was for the guide. If you have any doubts about this Florentino guide, or if I missed any of the pointers which you want to tell me, the comment section is all yours. Please do let me know. A lot of things have been also removed from Florentino's kit, like the knock up on the second skill. So if you guys do not know that, for your information, that knockup has been removed to like sort of balance him out. That's just a blatant nerf. So that's all it. Hope you guys enjoy it. I'll also bring a bright guide tomorrow or today. Look out for that as well, because these new heroes are pretty good, but they actually need a certain amount of skill cap to be used properly. So peace out. Do like and subscribe.